All right, we are live and running intro. Always
Hi.
hype.
Hello.
Hey, Aaron.
What's up, everyone? This is Benzinga. Yay. Coming live from different parts of the world for you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Aaron. Yeah, do your thing.
We just ran the graphic. We're going. We're live.
Okay. So, first of all, welcome again. Very happy to read you in our chats. Make sure to say hi, say how your day was, what kind of crypto you're looking at. And we're going to have just like a very chill segment today, talking about latest headlines, market movements. And I think we're going to start right away with the one and only Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, Bitcoin. So,
Nice to meet you.
yeah, what we're looking at is Bitcoin at $57,000. You know, that's good.
crazy.
I think for
Yeah.
everybody who holds it or hodls it, as we in the crypto community call it. So actually, John, I have never asked you. Do you hold any cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin?
Yes, I do. I have a number of cryptos that you can probably see on the screen. Yes.
I want to say John G is our go-to crypto resident in the Detroit office, and then probably overseas. I'd say Catherine is our go-to. You know.
Thank you.
Bring
Okay.
people across the country, across the world together. That's what it does.
Exactly.
Yes, because it doesn't stop. And I'm not saying this with a very stressed and tired and, kind of exhaustion. No, it just doesn't stop. I'm happy about it. Doesn't stop.
Wake up at 3 a.m., check the price. Oh no, is it still up? Is it still down? Never ends.
Yes, so happy. So, actually, Bitcoin is a bit of a on the roll, as you can see, and we have different experts and analysts coming in and saying that it's going to get higher. Actually, so this is what I want you to look at. If Aaron can put a couple of tweets on the screen whenever he can, like.
Yeah. Let me pull that up.
Willy Woo is an on-chain analyst. He's like very respected and experienced. Follow him on Twitter. He has been around for a while, and I tried to hire him for Cointelegraph, but he wouldn't work for us. Just a moment of attitude, okay?
Why? Why wouldn't he work for us? We're great.
I didn't realize how cool we are.
Yeah, clearly.
I know, right?
his loss. His loss.
Yeah, I'm just a former deputy editor-in-chief at Cointelegraph, so I asked him like to sort of contribute and to publish his works for Cointelegraph, but he said he was worried, and I know what he means and what he meant at the time, and I agree with him. He said that we were very price-centric at the time, so he just didn't really appreciate analytics just based on price at the time. But today, Willie, we're looking at your charts, Willie.
We're looking at you, Willie.
Yes. He's actually he is sure that strong hands came in to buy the latest dip, and this is what we're seeing right now, people who are going to stay, and that we have experienced the second major consolidation of the 2021 bull market, and it's almost complete according to Willy Woo and Glassnode Analytics. So, eToro is a platform which I find surprising that not everybody in the US know, but it's like very popular and famous overseas. I think they're mostly like London-based and is Tel Aviv-based or something like that. So one of the eToro senior analysts, Simon Peters, believes that with, I believe his quote is like, with the floodgates now open in terms of new liquidity for the market, we expect fresh record highs. So yeah, to be said for the major crypto assets in short order. We have been in a bear run or a correction or a market dip or whatever people call it for a couple of weeks, but it actually looks pretty strong. So I'd say to everyone who hasn't bought, I'm sorry. But we actually, if you guys remember, we have seen different predictions. Like this year, we're going to see a 100K price by the end of the year, or one of Wall Street firms actually said that they believe we will see $400,000 price surge very short one this year. And my question to you, and I'm not even talking about like John McAfee's prediction that it's gonna hit 1 million, and if it's not, I'm not saying, he didn't say the year, he said that it's gonna hit 1 million, and that he's gonna eat his man parts. Let me put it that way. So
I thought he said by 2020. I thought he said.
I think so. So
it's 2021.
as we now know, he did not fulfill his promise. And it's not because he was arrested. It's not. I think he was never going to, do it. But before we just move to Ethereum and his not so reassuring support, as analysts say, I'd like to ask you guys, what do you think about the price predictions like that? When you hear analysts coming in and saying that it's going to hit 100, it's going to hit 400, $400,000 it's a very big deal. So what do you guys think? Do you believe this kind of predictions? Because I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to hear. It'd be nice to hear more of like the thesis of why certain price predictions. Like my price prediction before all of these corporations started flooding into Bitcoin was 300,000, and that was based off of the market cap of gold. Like once you start hearing on CNBC where they're like, like it's the digital store of value. It's the digital gold. Like, okay, so now it's accepted by the mainstream financial media. That's a digital store of value as good as gold. And I don't know if they necessarily say that, but basically, a $10 trillion market cap of gold. If you do the math, that takes it to, I believe, it's like around 600,000 or so a coin, maybe 500,000. I can't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head, but I thought it wasn't going to get there. It's like hype up, and obviously it's not going to be fully adopted and fully take over the full market cap of gold. And that was my price prediction before all these corporations started talking. But then I looked up, and it's like these corporations have record numbers of cash. Like they have trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars worth of cash. So, I mean, it kind of changes the game, I guess, when, these companies, I don't think many people were expecting these companies to get in when they did. And it's kind of changes the game. So I don't know. I mean, I think 500,000 is not out of the question. I think long-term, I don't even want to say what I think long-term it could be, because I think it could be really high for a number of different reasons, but that's kind of too long to get into. But I mean, I don't know. I want to hear more of the thesis, because I think that's kind of helps understand why, like what kind of market caps are possible. And we all know that Bitcoin's limited to 21 million. So, I mean, you kind of just do the math based on the potential market size of like what it could potentially become. So I don't know. I'd like to hear more of those conversations from talking heads predicting their price.
You know what? You just gave me a great idea to sort of come up with. So we have like different segments on the show, and if we don't have a guest next Tuesday, we're just confirming it right now. We're going to talk about different predictions, biggest predictions, the wildest predictions, the most outrageous or ridiculous predictions, and whether they actually happened or not. How about that? So it's going to be segment number 3 in the next show.
Yeah, what if, how about we turn this into a contest? Let's, between the 3 of us and the chat, everybody guess what crypto will be next Tuesday, the price of Bitcoin. And let's see if we can send the winner some swag from swag.benzinga.com.
Okay, can someone send me some swag with the merch?
I got you. Yeah, we'll get right on that.
You're on the record. You're on the record.
It's on video. You're right. You're right.
Yes, I have forensic evidence to support this claim. Yes. Okay. I'm really bad at this, and I have interviewed a lot of people in the crypto space. And I remember one interview that I did with CNBC commentator Brian Kelly. He's an amazing guy, actually. So sweet. Compared to Jimmy Wales, and I want to say this on the record, the co-founder of Wikipedia, he was mean. Seriously, it's really, I just need to get it off my chest. He wouldn't talk with me, off the record. He was just like staring at his phone. But yeah, and just only
lost in the ether.
I'm sorry?
I like to call that when people are staring at the phone, they're lost in the ether. They're just.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I was trying to ask him questions, but he just like, made it look that it looked like it didn't exist. So it was not a very nice experience. But so Brian Kelly, going back to CNBC, Brian Kelly, I think he has his own analytics firm as well, where he gives a lot of predictions on stock market and crypto market as well. So he said that he was right. Well, as an analyst, your job is actually look at charts, different charts, and define what kind of price we're going to see. We're going to sort of candles, we're going to see what kind of levels, stuff like that. He said that he is right 50% of the time, 50% of the times that he predicts, and that this is a very good number. So if Brian Kelly says that he's only right half of the time, I'm not going to say anything because I have no idea where the price is going to go. But you can take your guesses.
Short-term price predictions are are really hard. I mean, like there's so many changing things. Like, I mean, if Apple announces they're launching $5 billion, like the thing's buying $5 billion worth, it's shooting up. Like, it's like, who knows? Who knows what'll happen? The news changes all the time. I mean, for me, it's going up. Like there's limited supply. It's got cut in half. What was it over? I don't know, over a month, not even a year ago now. It was like last May. What did it cut in half? What's happening? I mean, there's limited supplies. I mean, I've heard different things. Like I don't know. Apparently there's something with Mt. Gox tokens coins are going to be coming onto the market potentially. They've been resolving situations there. I don't know the details. I haven't been following it. I just watch a lot of YouTubers talk about stuff. So you're gonna have to confirm the facts there, Catherine, for me. But basically, I mean, I don't know. Like so you hear news, like you hear things like that. Like I don't know the status. Like news can. Like my point is news changes all the time. So if you're predicting short-term price, like buy and hold, that's the strategy for me. Trading is very difficult, but that's just my thoughts. I think it's going up. It's going to go up. It could go down before it goes further up. But obviously, some good movement up here in the last couple days. So
nice. All right, what do we got next, Catherine?
Did we lose her?
Uh-oh. Let me remove her, add her back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of markets are moving. I don't know how much you caught about Catherine, but yeah, I mean, it's
got her back. We got her back.
It's crazy markets out there, that's for sure. Welcome back.
So, I'm sorry. Yes, something just happened with my laptop for a second there. So what you're basically saying, John, is that the price is either going to stay at approximate levels that we're seeing right now, or it's going to get a little bit higher. That's what you're saying, right?
I'm saying I don't know. Like I'm saying long term it's going up. Like I think I would be surprised if in the next few months it's not, higher than it is now. I mean, we haven't passed I don't know how close we got to the all-time high. I haven't really been paying that close attention to the price over the last
very close
to
the
came pretty close. I don't know how, like was it less than $1,000 or did it like almost
I think almost like $400 difference.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I mean, if it goes past it, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes a lot higher. I mean, I don't know. The psychology of all this is crazy. So,
Aaron, do we have any predictions, strong, opinionated predictions from the chat?
So the chat, we got a couple guesses or predictions in the chat, not guesses. We got one from Happy Mohammed, 60K by next week. Francine said 65K plus. Wow. We're in the 60K range here, so
I mean, I would not be surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of the chat is sitting around 61, 60K. We do have one here for 58.5 next week, which seems like a pretty conservative prediction. And then another one, last one, is 6100 or 61K. So.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the sames.
So this is where we're at. So just okay. We'll see you next Tuesday if anyone was right. And honestly, with crypto, you never know. We might be talking or having a very different conversation on Tuesday.
Exactly.
it's very interesting. Ethereum, I would say the one only, but it's probably Bitcoin. So Ethereum number 2. Ethereum. Can we put a chart from Coin Market Cap of Ethereum? Different platform. $1,800 right now, down 2% a little bit over the last 24 hours. But so my thesis actually today is that technical analysts from CoinDesk feel that the entire uptrend is slowing and weakening a little bit, and it could test lower support. So what it means, Ethereum, or Ether, is the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, and it is up about 140% for year to date. John, I think you're not like the Ethereum guy, right? It's more Logan, like Ethereum, Logan, Ethereum. That's
I like Ethereum a lot. I actually have considerable amounts of Ethereum. I think it's honestly, it changed the game in terms of what it means to be a cryptocurrency.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, this whole NFT craze was obviously spawned by these smart contracts. So, and these different types of protocols. So I think, I like Ethereum a lot. It makes the space way more interesting to look at and to study and to follow. So,
I mean, it is an amazing ecosystem for different cryptocurrencies, and it has like just the value that you can actually measure for the crypto system. But I'm just like, if Logan was here, it would be all about why Ethereum is the best thing that has ever happened to the crypto space. So I'm sorry, Logan, if you're watching this, but the uptrend is slowing according to analysts.
We'll get him on for the next one. Then we can rant about ETH as much as we want.
Yeah. So, analysts from CoinDesk actually feel that we might see the $1,300 support breakout zone again. I mean, you never know, as we have just told you about the price with the crypto space. You never know when or where it's going to come, but we are actually having a couple of very interesting things coming up. Berlin hard fork is coming and is confirmed with the Ethereum ecosystem, and then
that's to reduce your transaction prices, right?
Yeah, but it's still a thing that might influence the overall price. That's what I'm saying. Like, so news a little bit can reflect that.
Oh yeah, I mean, lower transaction fees would be obviously really good for the price. I mean, we got to go to ADA because the transaction fees are lower, but
that's okay.
I mean, let's be practical here.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that I want to say is that Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum, the co-founder of Ethereum, has actually promised to make the ecosystem stable and faster. So we'll see. I think, again, it has just tremendous value to the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So we're going to see what we're going to see. The next thing I want to tell you guys is the top gainer of today, and it's not Chilis, which it has been for a couple of days. It is another cryptocurrency called, and we have been arguing about this. I'm saying that it's called Theta blockchain because I've heard some guy on the YouTube video call that.
Well, give us your pronunciation you were telling us earlier.
Theta. Again, it's almost like British, like theta.
What is it? I know, like Wikipedia usually has these like things to pronounce it, help you pronounce it, right? I think Coin Market Cap needs to get on it and help us pronounce these.
Molly, if you're watching this,
we can vote on it. We can vote with our hash power.
That'd be great for Doge.
Yeah.
Yes. So Theta blockchain is an end-to-end infrastructure for decentralized video streaming, which is very interesting. And I have checked, and they actually have had pretty great news. So like a couple of days ago, on March 8th specifically, that was a week almost. Was it a week ago? Was it this week? March
8th was the Monday.
Oh my God. See what the markets are doing?
It's been a busy week.
It is a nonstop, just the thing that we have. I don't differentiate days anymore. So on March 8th, it launched in Japan. In February, it partnered with Lionsgate. So it's like pretty great. Sony Europe department of Sony Europe launched Theta Enterprise validator node in March. Oh my god, we're in March. So it's pretty interesting. I personally have never heard of that, but I think that it's gaining momentum and is currently trading at 4 cents. Can we get it all time?
Right.
So
yeah.
So the price was
40 cents now.
Yeah, or 40 cents. So you're showing the price, right? So if you go way to April 2019, right? It was so small, and then it's just so for Theta blockchain, it is now all-time high, I believe, actually. Pretty interesting. Like I've never heard of that. So CoinMarketCap ranks it as 49 now. Fair enough.
So it's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Well, if you consider 2019 a while, then yeah. But in crypto, it is a while. It is a while.
I mean, after the year last year, I'd consider anything after that a long time. So
it seems like there was a decent amount of tokens that launched in the last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been in the crypto space since 2017, and I feel old. It's time for me to retire.
It's going to age you faster than normal, yes.
Thank you so much. I feel so much better, Aaron. It's like, you're not adding stress to my life. Not at all. I'm going to go cry a little bit over there, and I'm going to come back. Oh, no. Oh my God. Thank you. That's actually what I'm going to go with. Home. Well, I am home, but like, after the show, I'm going to sit and think that I'm going to age even more. Thank you, Aaron. It made me.
Come on. Sorry. My bad. I did not mean to add extra stress there.
Oh my God. Okay. Let's go over headlines. We have a couple of pretty decent ones. The crypto community, the crypto industry is developing as fast as possible. Actually, I don't think we'll get a lot of sleep in the last couple of months. Thank you, crypto. But one of my favorite headlines of today is actually Terry Crews. Who John G apparently does not know.
I didn't put the name to his.
I had to like list off like 4 different names before you realized who it was.
Yeah. I no comment. I mean, I'm not. A lot of people know people I don't know. It's just the nature.
No, okay. So Terry Crews.
I spend all my time on YouTube. Sorry.
So yeah, what's up with Terry Crews?
He stars in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and not to cry tonight, not to cry myself to sleep. I'm going to watch this TV series, and I highly recommend it. This is a great TV series. It's not a paid promotion. It's just my taste. So he launched a social currency called Power. Well, actually, looking at Terry Crews, Power makes sense. So with the help of the crypto startup role, and this is actually the image that Aaron mistakenly showed you a little bit earlier. We just wanted to to show you what this platform looks like. Role is blockchain infrastructure for social and money. So what this actually means, anyone can create a social currency, apparently, which hundreds of creators have already done using this platform, to change their relationship with fans and users. And I'm reading this description, so do not judge me. Role enables creators to mint and distribute their own social currency under the ERC20 standard, which is like Ethereum token, and then determine the ways in which their communities can earn and spend that social currency. Co-founder of this platform, Bradley Miles, said that anyone, anywhere, anytime can create their own content. So I'm not entirely sure what it means, but I guess what it means is I can buy Power cryptocurrency and be closer to Terry Crews. That's pretty much it, right? So like
social currency, which is. Sorry to interrupt. I think this is interesting because I know Terry Crews is a huge gamer. And I just saw on top here, earn and redeem social money with your favorite influencers. I'm pretty sure, yep, gamers there. So what if this is like a social currency for like in-game or like in social networking platforms, where you can do transactions. So easier way to purchase and send and receive money. What do you
the
think?
press release actually says that Cruz envisions folks earning power via blockchain art purchases, NFTs, physical goods, and experiences. And I'm reading it out. Initially, Cruz is engaging with his power community through Discord. Folks with 50 power, for example, can access a special channel that Terry is going to be available through. To date, he has distributed power to about 100 people. If I give you power, you own a piece of me. Yes, baby, I'm going in. Okay, be right back.
Okay, yeah, this is interesting. Okay,
There's
I wonder what kind of NFTs he's gonna make. I mean, I would assume like maybe he makes NFTs and this like this is like a way of helping market those NFTs in some way and reward people for participating and everything. I don't know. It's be very interesting to see how this plays out.
Basically, he says that he wants to create a community of influencers and content creators that can earn money using this. But going back to that, you own a piece of me part. There is no other way to put it, and I want to be very careful about who's holding me. No puns intended. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I need to do something. that's it.
Buy some power live, please.
I don't know what you're talking about. Just need to fix my makeup. Okay, that was a joke. But going back to headline number 2, that is very interesting, and I do have a lot of questions to you guys. Well, Peter Schiff, the one and only critic of the crypto community, who, a prominent gold believer who I believe said something really bad about Kevin O'Leary and Mark Cuban a couple of days ago when we covered that, saying that, you guys are just jumping on the psycho train or something like that. His son moved
I love this.
all of his portfolio, 100% of his portfolio into Bitcoin. There is definitely some
make my day.
That's great. Yeah.
Yes.
I like Peter Schiff's passion, to be honest. Like I think gold's going to be fine, but it's like, this is like, I heard this, like, think of this. It's like, okay, gold's a store of value. Great. Like it's not moving anywhere. Like Bitcoin's a store of value, but it's also an appreciating asset. Like I don't know. I don't know. This is priceless, to be honest. Like it's pretty awesome to see this.
Yes. So he said, and Aaron, I've just put a link in the doc so you can.
Oh, absolutely.
You can show
pulling that up now.
I hope his son can, like, I don't know, maybe have some conversations with him to like help him understand what the value of Bitcoin is, because like, I don't know, we were talking, I don't know who I was talking about. I mean, think about it. Like, what is Facebook? Facebook is nothing but code, people, and a network of people. Like that. What is Bitcoin? It's pretty much the same thing. So if there's value in Facebook, there's value in Bitcoin, right? Like, I mean, there's people that meet each other and do business because of the Bitcoin network. I mean, there's value in the network. We just don't know what the actual value is yet, and we're trying to discover what that price is.
So basically, what you're saying is that you would love to talk to Peter about his views. I mean, honestly, I think he's just he's monetizing it. That's what he's gaining a lot of attention and getting a lot of attention to himself. That's it. That's pretty egocentric, actually, but I think this is what he's doing. And I'm expecting, actually, in a while, or I actually don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a couple of months, I expect him to sort of, tweet that I've changed my mind. I talked to this person.
Yeah, you're quite right.
Against me. We have seen this so many times in the crypto space. Literally, the JP Morgan CEO, right, said I think in 2019 said that anybody who's investing in Bitcoin is an idiot. And then JP Morgan is launching its own GPM coin. So, and Mark Cuban is an example of that. Again, I've said that before, but he said that he did not see a lot of value in the crypto assets, and he would rather have the bananas because bananas have more utility in 2019. And now he is the go-to guy for NFTs. He says that Ethereum smart contracts is the future, and they're going to, I don't know how to paraphrase that F word. They're going to F the tech companies in the future. So let me put it that way. So see, that's what I'm saying. So I think that we're going to see him turning 180.
I think you're right.
Yeah, in a bit. So, but right now, he says that, okay, my son is brainwashed. And if my son is brainwashed, imagine how vulnerable most kids are. He's hogging to infinity or burst. And I believe he later just tweeted or commented that he's gonna get him out of his will or something.
I like Anthony Pompliano's response. At least someone in your family is growing their wealth this year.
Yeah. So
I like that comment.
Actually, what this conversation, right? And every conversation with Peter is doing is actually it's attracting a lot of attention to Bitcoin. That's it. That's what it does. A lot more people just hear about it. This is like with social ads, right? It's not good. Like if you advertising against something, this is usually works the other way around. So think about it. That's what I'm saying. He's just getting a lot of attention. So yeah, and if you look at comments, or I think you can imagine that a lot of people and folks from the crypto community welcomed this announcement, and said that his son is doing the right thing. And again, Schiff said that I need to disinherit him, otherwise he will squander my hard-earned wealth on more Bitcoin. And he emphasized that his own portfolio is not limited to gold, and the vast majority of it comprises equities. Thank you for letting us know. But my question is, and I do have a question to you guys. First of all, at what age would you let your kids invest, and would you let them invest in cryptocurrencies? That's my question.
At what age? I guess, as long as I say any age, as long as they're passionate and able to do the research on their own. And if they come up to me and say, hey, I did this research, here's my thesis, this is what I want to do, this is why I want to buy crypto, how can I say no? That's if he mowed a few lawns and he earned his money, he wanted to invest that, how can I say no to that?
Yeah. Seek to understand.
Yeah.
And to that very great point of yours, Aaron, I'd like to advertise hugely without any shade or doubt. We have a pretty awesome article written by a nephew of one of our reporters. So Aaron, it's in the doc with 2 exclamation points. Can you put it on the screen actually?
Yeah.
So I think he's in school, if I'm not mistaken. So he wrote an article for us, sharing his experience of asking his parents for money to invest in our favorite meme-based cryptocurrency, Dogecoin, or Dogecoin, and I'm going to continue to say it this way. So, Aaron you're actually, this is the one.
There we go.
So I strongly recommend to read it. It's an opinion piece. We do not. It doesn't mean that we support this story or views expressed in the story. It's an opinion, but I think it was a pretty great read. It's just a senior at school convincing his parents to invest in cryptocurrency. This is pretty awesome. But going further with our headlines is Beeple NFT sold for $69.3 million.
What?
Yeah. Ta-da-da-da. Someone got richer today. Digital artist Mike Winkelmann, also known as Beeple, has once again made NFTs history after his latest piece, Every Days, the first 5,000 days, and raised over $69 million on Christian's auction house. So it was minted on February 16, and unfortunately, we do not have the picture itself, the visual representation of it, not yet. At least I do have a tweet from the auction, but we haven't had a chance to actually take a look at what this piece looks like. So wow. The price, it actually was minted on February 16th and put up for auction February 25th at a starting price of, attention, $100. So, and it sold, by $69 million more. How is that possible?
So
So,
crazy.
That is nuts. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it was the buyer anonymous.
uh,
I would assume.
yeah.
Just
So,
assume,
no information whatsoever. But again, it's like pretty fresh. It happened a couple of hours ago, so maybe we'll have a little bit more information and details. See, more details to be released shortly, says the auction house. So, and an interesting point is that this puts actually the artist in an elite company as far as a living artist go, and
Mhm.
only two and other living artists, Jeff Koons and David Hockney, have created more expensive works. So we're talking pretty great money. Actually, my crypto feed looks like everybody's just putting some memes and NFTs, and it's crazy. It's just I don't know how I can put something, and then make an NFT. And we do have a pretty decent article explaining how to make your own NFTs, right, John?
Yep. Thanks to Logan. Spent
Yeah.
some time putting it together. I don't know if you want to get that up on the screen.
Yeah, let's get that up there.
Let me see if I can find it.
This is our own Logan Ross.
Yes.
Let me pull over my other screen here. Yeah, so we talked about this actually last week. Logan put this article together in written form, talking about NFTs. You want to learn exactly what NFTs are if you haven't fully understood what they are yet. Like Logan has a pretty good video there. And then we have like a brief walkthrough on how to create it, setting up MetaMask, which you're going to need, and then actually tokenizing it using MetaMask and the various platforms. I think DeepSea is one of those platforms that you can make your NFT on, and there's a number of other platforms. But yeah, we're gonna work on creating a video hopefully this weekend to do like a more like step-by-step walkthrough on how to actually create it, and probably mint our first Benzinga NFT. So,
would you like to Slack me that link so that I can throw it up in the chat for us?
Yes. Oh yeah, that would be great actually. That would be awesome.
1 second, Solar up and up. We got you.
And I think you can just Google how to make your own NFT, but we'll share that. That'll make it easier. But yeah, it's exciting stuff. NFTs are very interesting. So the people, Anthony Pompliano interviewed the people, I think it was like earlier, maybe it was this weekend. And he was saying like, people, he sold a drop of 17 different digital assets that he made, and somebody bought them all, combined them together, and then like fractionalized them. He bought all of them for I think $3 million or something, and then wrapped them together on the blockchain, and then fractionalized them into like 1,000 different shares or something, maybe 100, I can't remember, and then sold that. And now those fractional shares in aggregate are worth over $50 million. So like people are doing some like crazy things to change the way that, I mean, who'd ever thought of that? Like that's crazy. So who knows what'll happen with this, $69 million sale? Like maybe this person will do something similar. They're fractionalize into multiple NFTs. I'm not even sure exactly how that process works, but I don't know. This is really changes the way that you could think about people can engage with digital art or like really anything. Like anything.
You brought up a really good point. What was it, like a day or two ago, about like buying direct from, or the direct artist's NFT, and then getting their subscription or tickets to whatever purchase. And then what was your thesis there? What were you saying?
So yeah, so Blau is his name. I just thought it was 3 Lau. Blau. I don't know. He's a very interesting guy. He was on Graham Stefan's show I think 2 or 3 days ago, and he sold. I think we actually talked about this news. He sold, I think it was album that he made. I can't remember exactly what he sold, but he sold it for like $11 million. And he was talking about like some of these things that he's selling is giving people backstage access as a part of owning the NFT to all of his concerts ever. It's like, why wouldn't, like, if you're a super big fan of his and you have the money, right, like, why wouldn't you do it? And it's the thing, like, this guy's cutting edge. Like, I remember the reason why I knew about this guy is because of the voice.com. And the voice.com was like, they were building their cryptocurrency to like change the way that you pay artists back in the 2017 ICO boom. And I was like, this is cool. Like, I know artists, like, they're getting screwed over by all these different platforms, and like they want to get paid directly by peers. And like I just was listening. He was on that platform, and I was listening to him. Like, this is cool. I like his music, and I didn't really think of anything at the time. And then this came back out. But like,
Yeah,
I mean, it's a whole new way of like finding artists and then engaging with your audience and then skipping the middleman. I mean, what artist really wants to go through like Ticketmaster or any of these people? I'm sure they want to.
Why would I want to give a portion of my profits to Ticketmaster for doing nothing?
Yeah, especially when you're talking about these like creatives where it's like, you like broker individual song. I heard this. It's like somebody, like, you perform a song, you record it, you make an NFT out of that actual recording that you just did, and then you sell that, and you don't reship it as a produced thing. You literally are selling the thing you just made, and it was a one-time thing, digital recording, and that's it. You're not like re-uploading it to Spotify or other platforms. It's literally, I just did this, and then I NFT it, and then I sell it. And it's like that unique thing that is literally entirely unique of yours that you can play. And like, I don't know. And he talked, that guy's interesting. If we can get him on the show, that'd be really cool to talk to him.
Short Ticketmaster
education and stuff. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, Ticketmaster, I'm sure there's this, I don't know, who knows? Their business model may change. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, David, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just saying, David Kwan in the chat, music should be on NFT, and then you're saying video should be on NFT, kill Spotify, YouTube. But that's essentially going back to the point you were just saying, you know, artists creating or selling their work immediately after, and then engaging with their community through that.
Yeah. And he was even talking about like, you know, like, I mean, well, one, like for him, like you can just sell it and then there's no like licensing rights. But for other artists, like imagine if you're like an up and coming artist, like you can find people on YouTube. Like I've just like this, when I was through this whole pandemic, I'm just like sitting there like randomly, you know, a bunch of YouTube crap. And then every once in a while, I'm like, I'm going to try to change it up. And I find somebody like singing songs and stuff. And like, wow, like you're a really good singer. Like they're not necessarily, and they have some of their own songs. And like, imagine if they just like make an NFT out of like their song recording, and you can just like invest in like a fractional share of it. And then one day they blow up, and then all of a sudden it's like worth more, and you're making like royalties off of it. And it's just like in the smart contract of like how this artist, you know, made the deal. And then at the time, and you're just like helping them blow up by, you know, investing in them and talking, you know, maybe sharing, you know, just giving a reason for you to invest in that artist.
So another interesting point from David, could you use NFTs to control copyright?
I think so, for sure. If it's on blockchain, then absolutely, yeah.
What do you mean control copyright? Like
monitor? I assume monitor.
Well, yeah, that's So I guess I feel like you're talking about like people uploading, trying to steal things put on. I think like they're, you know, you just go to court and like there's probably no getting around like the original sale, I imagine.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I don't know, maybe with hard thing is, I guess, depending on what country you are, the jurisdictions might be pretty hard to deal with. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of scams and stuff in crypto. So I'm sure there's going to be people trying to rip stuff and do some shady shit. So
yeah,
I don't know. But I mean, the one interesting thing that I don't know where I hear these things, but like the one interesting thing would be like when all of a sudden it comes to some court where they have to like legally, they come up to some legal reasoning behind like the digital ownership of something that was put on the blockchain versus like anything else. Because like, you know, you have digital rights to the things that you create, and it's like now it's like out there in the on the blockchain, so it's like somebody's gonna have to like, it's like someone's like, it's accepted, like that's a real thing on the blockchain that you own, like, and they're just gonna accept it. It's gonna come out,
right?
Yep. And then it's like, oh, cool. It's gonna happen. I mean,
I saw the comment, Aaron. Yeah, we definitely should. We're gonna try to book them though. We're gonna try to do that.
Yeah, well, we'll try. That's why we try to put out this content for you guys, for the community, to give us suggestions on who to bring on and carry on this conversation, you know, provide you that information to be better versed within crypto.
Yeah. And then I think, do we have time for IRS?
Yeah, I was just going to say we have about 2 minutes and then we'll have to wrap it.
Okay. So guys, just a warning, and it's actually news, but I'm going to present it as a warning. If you hide crypto, IRS says that they're coming for you, and they have just launched Operation Hidden Treasure, and they're going to try to use blockchain and other, strong analytics, as they call it, to find the crypto you did not disclose. So be careful. They are actually working with different international organizations. So just a warning. It's tax season. You might want to think about disclosing what you have, because IRS is not a thing to joke with and about. Yeah, this is just a warning. Okay, do we have any interesting questions? Not about whether we know or not any specific cryptocurrency, for instance. Not about that.
Let's see. Any good chat questions? I don't think we'd have any. We don't really have too much time.
Okay.
But we will gather these questions. We'll look them over and see what we can, answer for you guys next Tuesday.
Yes. So don't forget, we are expecting to see who's going to get some pretty decent merch, including me included, because I've earned it. Yes. So first of all, we're going to talk about, prices next time. And we're going to talk about different predictions next time as well. So the most outrageous, the biggest, the lowest, and whether they happened or not.
Awesome. And so that will conclude our crypto show today. Coming up next, guys, stay tuned. We have a fireside chat with Spencer Israel and special guest Alex Cole, CEO and Chief Marketing Strategist at Go No Go Charts. So stick around. It's going to be very interesting, and we'll have the rest of the day of content. So stay tuned, everyone, and thank you for joining.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
See you, everyone.